You know, do you sense things, hear voices, maybe even see spirits?
If you don't, maybe you can learn. That's exactly what some Utahns are hoping to do inside a very unique class. We sent Heidi Hatch to Psychic 101 to see what this is all about. And Heidi, can people really learn to have a sixth sense?
Well, Shauna, according to our teacher, we all have the sixth sense inside of us, but to varying degrees. She likens it to maybe learning to play an instrument. Some of us will be okay and be able to plunk out a song. Others will be magnificent someday. So anyhow, she's been teaching this class, trying to help people tune in and hone that sixth sense. She's been doing it at Granite Peaks for a couple of years. The classes are packed. I wondered, what are her qualifications and what is it people learn? You probably have those same questions too. Check it out. In movies like the 1999 classic Sixth Sense, we see a 9-year-old boy born with an unusual and eerie ability. He sees and hears dead people whether he likes it or not.
They're everywhere.
Laurel, Lowe, a psychic medium, says movies often show an extreme, but in her experience, they're not too far off base.
Growing up, I always kind of just had that gut instinct, that intuition, that I knew when things were going to happen.
Remember the World Trade Center bombings in 1993?
I dreamt the news footage the night before. So when I woke up, I was very, very distraught. It was just so sad. And when I turned on the news that morning, they were playing it. I couldn't handle it. I shut down for a very long time because of it.
A few years ago, Lowe came to terms with her uncanny ability.
I mean, it wasn't just readings, it was like spiritual counseling and really helping people know that there is life on the other side, that you're not just dead in the ground.
She says her gift is something that lies inside each one of us.
I think everybody has the gift. People are born with it in a clockwise direction.
And that's why she teaches classes on the Sixth Sense. Hanging out in Lowe's class are dozens of people like you and me. They've signed up for different reasons, some out of curiosity, others are skeptics, and many believe they too have that sixth sense.
Let your spirit guides work through you.
For those of you new to your sixth sense, the idea is that we all have spirit guides. Think of them as your social workers on the other side.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune into your energy, and by doing that, I'm bringing forward your spirit guides. Okay.
I got my first psychic reading, and my spirit guides, I have 5 by the way, helped Lowe connect.
So there seems to be a Disneyland little motif coming into your reading. I'm not sure if that's one of your trips, but I am seeing the little Mickey ears.
I did just move from Orlando, home of Mickey Mouse, 6 months ago, and I am planning a vacation there this spring. The question I'm sure you're asking, did she read my bio online, or did she really see my inner Mickey ears?
And there's just a lot of people out there that do what I do that give us a bad name.
Lowe says there are a lot of people who play with your emotions to get your hard-earned money, and you have to be careful. She says she helps people know that her ability is real by giving them information that only they would know.
Well, we've still got your grandmother that's hanging out.
She made connections with 2 of my loved ones, and maybe I was just sucked in by the moment, but I felt like she was really seeing them. During my reading, Lowe hit the nail on the head with my kids.
She's really going to be quite the bookworm.
My 11-year-old daughter already is. As for my 6-year-old son,
bouncing off the walls, he's going to be the extremist, always into something. And imagine those roots coming out from the bottoms of your feet.
Students in Lowe's class want to be able to see others like this. For some, it's more about them.
I know that I have the ability, or supposedly I have the ability.
Jamie Siglin signed up for the class after quitting a 20-year career in the legal field.
I don't ever know if I'll reach that level, but the more I use it, the more it comes to me.
Stephen Fife is a trainer and coach at eBay by day, and as close friends know, a psychic in training by night.
They know I dabble in it a little bit.
The word dabble makes it feel like witchcraft, but those who work to get in touch with their sixth sense say it is anything but.
I would say it's about connecting with myself.
Everybody is intuitive to a degree. It's whether or not you want to hone in on it and try to develop it.
For those of you at home still rolling your eyes and shaking your head,
skeptics can be skeptic. It doesn't bother me. If you choose to not believe in it, then don't believe in it. Everybody has their own belief system, to each his own.
Now, during my first reading I had with Laurel, Lowe, there was a few things she said that really missed the mark. I didn't really get where she was going with them, but she did mention a couple of things about a couple of my loved ones who've gone before. And they hit me right in the heart. They were things that I really have no idea how she would have known otherwise. So that's been in my psyche, kind of playing with my brain for the last couple of weeks. If you want to know more about this, if you're interested in the class, or maybe want to know where you fall on the scale 1 to 10 of having that intuitiveness, maybe psychic powers, the sixth sense, we do have a quiz for you online. Just go to connecttoutah.com. You can figure it out for yourself, and you can decide if you want to love it or hate it, Mark and Shauna.
Yeah, it's hit and miss, kind of. But don't you think they kind of get a little bit of that right anyway, just by guessing?
I think there are a lot of things where it's so general, they can really say, okay, that fits with anyone. When you see those crowds and they're like, is there anyone with a J in their name? And everyone, John, Justin, raises their hands. But I think there were some things she said to me that honestly weren't random at all. They were, I don't know, they were eerily correct and right. And it was a little scary, actually.
Okay.
Interesting. All right, Heidi, thanks.